Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another theme park obsession video. My name is Dylan, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here and you love theme park content, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below because I have new content every single week, and you won't want to miss out on that. Now, in the next couple weeks, I'll be doing more voiceover videos more often because of all these theme park closures. And if you're not really aware of what's going on right now, pretty much every major theme park in America is closing its doors for about a 2 to 2.5 week period of time to help stop community spread of the coronavirus. And this move is incredible. This is an unprecedented move in the entertainment industry, especially here in Southern California, where we have a number of major theme parks: Disneyland, Universal Studios, Knott's Berry Farm, Six Flags, SeaWorld, Legoland. They're all here, and it's going to be a huge hit to the entertainment industry for sure. Again, this move is something that we rarely see in this industry. And Disneyland, for example, has only closed 3 other times in its history, 4 times including this latest closure. And that right in itself is definitely an amazing move. So every Disney park on the planet will be closed by next week, and that is just mind-blowing. Now, all these parks have released their statements. You can see them here, and obviously you can find them on social media, on their Twitters and Facebook pages and all that fun stuff. It's obviously in the news as well because of just how big this news really is. But they're pretty much closing, like I said earlier, to help stop the community spread. These places draw in thousands of people, and when we go to these places, we're all in one space. And when you have for example, places like Universal Studios and Disneyland, you get at least 20-30,000 people on a very busy day, and at Disneyland, it's even more. It's sometimes double that number. So if they're trying to stop the spread of the coronavirus or COVID-19, closing these theme parks is definitely a good move, and they're obviously going to assess as the weeks go on whether or not they're going to reopen at the end of the month, which is pretty much what every park has stated. They're going to reopen by the end of March, and then by April they'll be ready to go again. But that all depends on how many cases continue to pop up here in Southern California, and if they get a grip on the coronavirus. And if not, we're going to see an extended closure. We're going to see even another week or two in that pool of closures here in Southern California. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are planning a vacation here, or you had a trip ready to go, that trip has to be canceled, unfortunately. Now, at the time of recording this video, the last day to attend Disneyland, Universal Studios, Knott's Berry Farm, I believe, what was the other park? I believe some of the NorCal parks is today, and then tomorrow is the last day to attend Walt Disney World, Universal Orlando, and pretty much all those parks over there. So by this weekend, all the major parks will be closed. They are reimbursing people for tickets and packages. They will accommodate you there. So if you did plan a vacation around this time, I urge you to make a phone call to them, and please be patient. I'm sure they're receiving thousands of phone calls about vacations and how people are going to be reimbursed. So just please be patient, but I'm sure they will have something worked out for you. I know if you're an annual pass holder for Disney, however many days Disneyland is closed, and I believe the same goes for Walt Disney World, that's how many extra days you have on your pass. So if you're, for example, if your pass expires in January 5th, and if Disneyland is closed for the next 3.5-4 weeks, January 5th is not your expiration date. It'll be 3.5 or 4 weeks after January 5th. So they will be giving you some extra time there, so you won't be paying money for nothing. And I would assume the rest goes for Knott's Berry Farm if you have a Knott's Pass, Universal Studios, Legoland, SeaWorld, etc. I'm sure they all have things in place for those that have passes for these theme parks. And a lot of you are probably wondering, well, what does this mean for some of the new attractions that are opening up? For example, Universal Studios was slated to open Secret Life of Pets on March 27th, but because the park won't open up until March 28th, that opening will obviously be delayed. Avengers Campus opens up in July, Not really sure if the parks are going to be extending their closure until then, but you never know. So that opening could be affected as well, just depending on how severe this does get here in the United States. But I'm sure that all the attraction openings will just open at a later date. So, for example, Secret Life of Pets will just probably open sometime that week or the week after. And I don't think they're going to open these projects at the same time the park opens. I think that would just cause a lot of mayhem as far as crowds, because then you have all these crowds descend on the park in addition to the crowds that are there for the opening of a new attraction. So I think it'll be a phased opening for new attractions around the country, like, Secret Life of Pets, Iron Gwazi, and all the other major attractions that will be opening this summer. So you're going to probably see a phased opening. I think that's just the smartest way to tackle this. But for those that have stuck around, thank you so very much for listening to the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And if you are new to the channel and you love theme park content, feel free to hit the subscribe button and notification bell to stay up to date on every time I post new videos, which is every single week. And leading up to the park openings, I will have continued news videos and updates. As far as construction updates go, I will get information as quickly as I can as far as what's changing at the parks if I receive any information. But other than that, I hope you have a beautiful day. Stay safe, everyone, and I will see you eventually next time in the parks. Bye.